Right, she's on. Hi guys, and welcome back to another video of our Schooners and Scoreboards podcast. First of all, a massive shout out to our sponsor JP Property Maintenance. As always, this would not be possible if you didn't jump on board this year. Also, a special thanks to our followers and subscribers out there. We are starting to get a few more in, which is good. And getting some positive feedback. I've also been in touch with someone about getting a big thing across the back here. As you guys can see, we got the good old New South Wales Blues up in the background there. With the women winning the State of Origin this weekend. So, look, without further ado, Origin Game 2 for the women is done. The Origin Game 1 teams list has been announced, and round 11 Magic Round is done and dusted. David, mate, how you been?
Yeah, not too bad, mate.
Bit wet.
Yeah, a little wet again.
Bit dreadful out here. Getting absolutely shocking.
Yeah.
But, you know, we live it. We love it. It's footy. Let's get into it. First, we'll touch base on the Origin Game 1 team list. I don't know what Laurie Daly was thinking with this team pick. There's a lot of up and down about it all.
Yeah.
A lot of scrutiny.
Yeah.
I'm copying it in the comments section on my personal Facebook page from a family member, and he's telling me that I should put my money where my mouth is if I think that we are going to lose this series in Origin, which I think the Blues do. Don't get me wrong, I'm a Blues going through.
Yeah.
I bleed blue. I bleed blue and gold also, but I don't get this team. Look, we'll get into it, and then I'll get your thoughts on it, Davo.
Yeah.
Going to fullback, he's been picked. Dreadful decision. James Tedesco goes to fullback. The wingers stand as is Brian To'o and Koala from Manly. For the centres, Stephen Crichton and Tony Staggs have been named in the centres. I do not understand that. I think they're two of the most out of form players so far this season. The halves and the 5'8" is, as always, Mitch Moses and Nathan Cleary. I don't personally think Mitch deserves this spot. I'm a Niels fan. I understand he had a good game against Melbourne. I know he can be a lot different in the Origin arena, but I just think there is at least one other better person out there that's doing a bit more than Mitch at the moment. In the props, we have Mitch Barnett and Aiden Fanua-Blake. That's not too bad considering, a couple of big units there. The hooker, which was a weird one for me, Reece Robson. I don't get that. To me, you need someone that's a bit more fast. He's not as young as he used to be. I don't understand that. Our second rows, Hudson Young and Hamole Olakau'atu. Hamole 100% deserves his spot. Hudson Young, the way his discipline is and the way he likes to throw his arms around and carry on, I think that is a massive grey area in his game and needs to be fixed. We know Origin's a different arena. We know it's a lot more brutal, a lot more fast-paced, and I think this is where the Blues really hurt, is with the pace. There's no speed in that squad at all. The outside backs are not fast. They're meter eaters. That's it. And the lock and captain of the squad, the veteran himself, Isaiah Yeo. On the interchange, look at the interchange quickly. They have got Cam Murray, who I think should be starting. Victor Radley, who is, I think, one high shot away from another HIA, and his career's done. He's just too many HIAs. Jacob Saifidi, I don't get how he's even in the squad. I don't know how his name got even pulled out of the bag. Must have been a lucky dip or something.
It's old news.
100% old news.
Saifidi,
Blake Brayley, who I think should have been in the starting squad for sure. Whether it changes, we don't know. There's plenty of time going around. I think he does. Ethan Strange has also been named in the interchange. I'd say that's more of a in case injuries happen. Sort of a backup.
Yeah,
I'd like him in there over Moses.
Yeah,
Give him obviously that experience
yeah,
as well. And odd one, Casey McLean is on the interchange. I would have put him straight in over Staggs and Crichton all day long.
yeah,
All day long. But that's the Blues squad, Davo. Your thoughts on that before we touch on Queensland?
Crichton, he hasn't been playing well for the Doggies, but he'll shine. He'll shine a bit more in the for the Blues with the better form players around him.
Yeah,
he'll shine better.
Maybe they'll use him a bit more with Cleary. Who knows? But anyway, go on. Sorry.
Yeah, but he said for the Doggies, he's been quiet this year.
Yeah,
we know what good of a player he can be, but he might shine in the Blues squad. But so Staggs, I don't know, Staggs is a good player on the day too, but as I said, Casey McLean's been playing well for Penrith, so he deserves it.
And we forgot to mention in the reserves, Dylan Lucas. So hopefully, I think he's just there like another one of those injury type sort of things. But I just don't get the squad. Like there is so many other players out there that could have been put into this squad. I don't get how James Tedesco gets put in over Dylan Edwards. Laurie Daly's obviously come out and said it's more about putting points on. Things like that. He's not worried about speed. But when I look at the Queensland backline, and we'll touch base on that in a minute, mate, we are in trouble. We are in a hell of a lot of trouble. Especially if we don't turn up, we are in big trouble. I can see Queensland going 3 wins to 0. That's just shocking. But we'll touch base on Queensland right now. Looking at the Queensland squad, there's a lot of stability and a lot of speed in this squad. At fullback, we got Kalen Ponga, which is obviously good call up, I reckon. In the wingers, we have Selwyn Cobbo and Jojo Fafita. Fafita's another elusive player. Got a lot of speed behind him. Cobbo's put that bit of beef on. And it's obviously he's just that type of player where he's good to hold his spot. He can hold that edge perfectly. Whether they swap him out with the Hammer, because obviously in the centres we got the Hamasai Fidau and Robert Toa, 2 massive players in that position, 100%. The Hammer's speed is just electric, and Toa he's a try scoring freak. You know, he's just got that that type of game where he can score from basically anywhere. In their halves, they've got Munster as captain and Sam Walker in the halves. In the prop, they look at Thomas Flegler and Tino Fa'asa-Malawi. So I don't really know about Big Tino. I don't know. I think he's been a bit off his form this year. But Flegler, he's playing well, but it's the same thing. I think it's another discipline situation. The hooker role is gone to the man himself, Harry Grant. Well deserved. Very elusive out of that. Especially if the Blues ruck turns off. He'll make you pay.
That's it.
It's just the way he is. In the second row, Reuben Cotter and Kurt Capewell. So two sort of different style players there. Capewell's more of a heavy hitter, where Cotter's more of a I think they'll use Cotter as more of a decoy. Maybe. And on the lock you got Max Plath, so a bit different there from Queensland.
He's been playing well for number 9. For Dolphins. Even though Dolphins has been up and down this year, but he shows. He's got a bit of mongrel in him too. That Platt.
And then you look at their interchange. They have Britton Nakora, Lindsay Collins, Paddy Carrigan, Trent Liero, and Ezra Mam, and Jehamat Shibasaki. So, and their reserves. I keep forgetting the reserves. Kilakefu Fine Fuiaki. So, look, they got a lot. Their team looks better on paper. 100% it does.
Yeah,
I don't know what Laurie Daly was thinking. It just makes no sense. There is so many more other players that could have gone into that Blues squad and have just been overlooked. Like, I get you can't pick everybody.
Yeah.
But at the same time, man, it shouldn't be. To me, it's favoritism. He's picked that job for favoritism.
Yeah.
He's looked where they've won what they won the last series.
Yeah.
And now he's looking where I will just run with that. I will bring in a few more debutants. Where's your debutants? There's debutants in that squad.
Victor Radley, he's not a debutant.
No.
He's been in before.
Yeah.
So I don't know where the debutants are.
And you look at their players, they're not younger. They're not any younger than what last year's fellas were.
No.
And you look at the Queensland squad here, like, I get you got Munster, who's been there, he's done it.
Yeah,
Ponga's been there. Pretty sure Cobbo's been there before.
Yeah.
Capewell, Grant, they've all been there. But then you look at the others, it's like players who have not worn the jersey who want to get in and have a crack and prove why they deserve to be there. Yeah, honestly, I reckon Blues are in trouble, man. If they don't show up first game, because we got our first game's in our first game in
next week. Is it Wednesday week?
Yeah.
Wednesday week. Yeah,
because they got that. They'll have the week this week trained, then they go in the Origin the week after.
Yeah.
So I think they play their first game when the women play their last game.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, the women play on the Thursday, we play on the Wednesday.
Yeah. Look, thoughts on that Queensland squad, Davo? Yeah.
The strong side, obviously. It's always, we know what Origin's like. It's always, tit for tat, like,
100%.
So they always shine. Like, Queensland are a side to come back, known to come back.
Yep.
So never say die for Queensland, but
yeah,
they have got a good squad, but I don't know, as I heard on the radio, Laurie Daly, all he said was, no, Dylan Walker hasn't done nothing. I mean, Dylan Edwards hasn't done nothing wrong.
No.
He's not a bad player, but he's just chose that for the first one. For, what did I say earlier? He chose that team for the first one. That's
that's why he's come out and he said, I get what you're saying. He's come out and he said that's the team for the first game. They're not guaranteed to be picked for the second game, but why are we running with? You run with one squad for the free unless there's injuries and things like that. Like you can't just. I don't get it. They shouldn't be able to just come in and just pick and prod who they want, and then be like, oh no, we're gonna. You might not have a shot in the next game. Like.
Then again,
it's shocking.
And then over the years, we noticed Queensland for so many years, they never changed the squad. Changed the squad.
No.
But they always used to change the New South Wales squad.
Yeah.
And then, Queensland didn't make many changes at all.
No.
But
it's crazy. But anyway, game one is 2 weeks away, 2 and a bit weeks away. Cannot wait for it. Going to be an absolute cracker. We'll see who shows up. Moving on from that, the women's Origin kicked off on Thursday night. Game 2 was an absolute belter. Blues 14 points to 10, sealing the series yet again. Great game. Just a lot of errors crept in, and obviously that's what's kept it close.
Yeah.
You know, I think there was like 28 errors or something in total. Throughout the game. I think something like that. But Jessie Southwell, she played out of her skin. She made some great defensive tackles at crucial moments during that game. There was two options there where the Queenslanders could have scored, and she just come in and just wrap them up. So, you know, hats off to her there. She played well. And another player that I think did extremely well was Koenig. Mate, she's one big body up front, and she was just causing them all types of drama. Like there was stages where there was 3 or 4 players on her, and she was still walking up the field. So, as for the Queensland team, well, you know, they obviously head to the Gold Coast for their last game, and I think it's playing for pride for your jersey. Obviously, you've won. You've lost the series. We did say on Tuesday that they needed to bring Upton a bit more into the game. They did bring her in a bit more, but I think the Blues they were just too good.
Yeah, they're all over.
They were just doing everything right that they could. You know, and as I said, errors just come into the game and it hurt them. So look, let's go Blue. We had the Gold Coast. Come on, Blues. 3-0. 3-0. That's what we want.
That's it.
Good. Your thoughts on that game, Davo?
No, I was here watching it with you, so they played well there. So.
Yeah. There we go, guys. All right, guys, that is going to be us for the State of Origin team list and the women's game. We will keep that up to date as it goes by each series. We'll try and keep this one separate from the normal NRL. Makes it a bit more... the video's a little bit more shorter, so you ain't just obviously sitting there watching one video, listening to us chit-chat away. So, yeah, congrats to the women on winning the series. We'll see them in the Gold Coast in... Sorry, I thought you had one. Sorry, bro. I didn't give Dave a beer. Look, all the best to the girls. Let's see what the Blues can do when they show up in a few weeks' time. And this isn't going to be our year. This is going to be New South in your mouth season, the next one.